on stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Shipp. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be it. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ship. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Lopez wants to fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Gonna look downfield again. Back's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To throw, it's Rayner. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and goal.
was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's French. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lopez to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking for room. It's Ship. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Second down coming up. Lopez wants to fire. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Lopez to pass. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught near the sideline. It's Moore. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. Oh, what a move to get open. Bust through behind his pad. Turning on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Lopez wants to fire. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First one of the day is on its way, and it's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the 3rd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Clemson. And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Lopez to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Schiff. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
He's got it for the two-point conversion.
What a gutsy call on that two-point conversion. They could have just kicked the extra point and tied it, but instead they decided to go for the lead. They get it executed, and all of a sudden they have all the momentum in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to control it.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they take the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but it's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lopez wants to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Schiff. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
North Carolina, 22.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Ship. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Looking for a big gain. He's got it on the outside. Breaks into the open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking for space, it's Davidson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting to the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Rayner. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ship. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Ship. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lopez wants to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the move, it's Ship. Picks up the first down, still moving. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On third down, he drops to throw. Scrambling away. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Lopez to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation